Hey you guys, it's Kyle from Markham Reptiles, and today we're going to go over 5 keys to becoming a good reptile keeper. So you guys know how it goes. We asked you guys this question on Instagram, and as usual, you guys voted in the comments and with your likes on what you guys thought would be the best for this list. So you guys actually picked this top 5 list. And as usual, you did a great job. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, you guys. So for number 5, you guys actually chose patience. And patience is super important, you guys. Patience comes in handy when you're taming animals out that need to be tamed out. It comes in handy if you're trying to get a stubborn animal to feed. It comes in handy if things just aren't going well with your reptile and you have to get through some sort of rough period, because sometimes things do happen. And it comes in handy just keeping a reptile in general, because these animals can live 20 plus years, especially when you're talking about snakes and stuff like that. But reptiles in general are very long-lived animals. And if you're going to be a good reptile keeper, patience definitely is a virtue. You have to be patient. You have to take it slow. As my buddy Steven from Tarantula Land pointed out, you cannot get in over your head either, especially from a breeding standpoint, but also from a keeping standpoint. Getting in over your head would basically just consist of getting too many animals at once and not being ready, which is actually a common problem that we see. And you can avoid this by just being patient and taking it slow, you guys. So patience definitely is a virtue when it comes to these reptiles. I want to go ahead and just show you guys this really cool northern white-lipped python. This has actually already been claimed by one of you guys, one of my clients. And I'm not going to say who claimed it because I already have, but he wants to keep it a secret so that he can show this animal as a surprise on his channel. So if you guys want to figure out who claimed it, you're going to have to go back and watch some older videos, because I actually have said it multiple times. And I'm going to give him big shout outs once he actually gets this animal here soon and I ship it off to him. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and keep it a secret. But you know who you are. Man, you are getting a really beautiful animal. So big shout out to you. This guy is a super cool northern white-lipped python. Captive hatched in the US, by the way, you guys. Absolutely beautiful animal. And let's go ahead and get into number 4. And number 4 is going to be transparency and keeping an open mind, okay? So everybody is not always right all of the time. No one can be right all of the time, you guys. And you have to keep an open mind. That means that if you've been keeping for 15 years, during those 15 years, things have changed. And that is true for me, you guys. So I've been keeping 15 plus years. But during that time, people have gone from keeping snakes in fish tanks to keeping them in PVC and stuff like you see behind me here. And I actually, behind me here, do have a 10-gallon, but I've actually modified it. And Chuckles right here is in that. I'll put up a quick picture of Chuckles, because Chuckles' color change is going so well. It's super cool. But I've modified it, and I've actually put an acrylic door on it. So everything's glass, and the door is just acrylic. But my point is, in the 15 plus years that I've been keeping reptiles, people have gone from keeping a big boa in a 75-gallon fish tank with some books stacked on it to keeping a boa in what you see behind me here, and that is a 6-foot PVC cage, and she still might get an upgrade from there. My girl is only 4, and that'll be next month. So Athena's turning 4 in June, you guys, so wish her a happy early birthday. But keeping evolves, and as the keeper, you have to evolve with it. New information constantly comes up about these animals. You have to be willing to learn new things. You have to be willing to adapt, and transparency does come into play too, because there are people who know a lot from experience, and you may have one of a certain type of snake, but they may have had hundreds of that type of snake. And if you're willing to be transparent about how you're keeping and take advice from that person and be open-minded, you can actually grow a lot. You actually have to be open-minded enough to give advice as well. There's actually plenty of people that know a lot, but they're kind of safeguarding that information. And you have to be willing to give the advice as well. So just staying open-minded in general and giving the advice will help you evolve as a keeper. Safeguarding information, you will never evolve as a keeper. You will not get to share ideas with others, and you would not believe what you can actually learn from someone that you might think has a lot less experience than you. People are always bringing new information into the reptile world, and we can all learn from each other, you guys. So just keep an open mind. And just like we do interacting on these Instagram posts that we're posting up, we can interact with each other and we can help each other out in taking care of these beautiful animals. All right, you guys, so that brings us to number 3. And number 3 is one of the best things that we can actually do as a reptile keeper, and that is observe our animals. Observe what these animals are doing. Observe the way that they're behaving. Is this animal always on the cold spot? If this animal is always on the cold spot, then the cage might be too hot. Or if it's a female and it's a breeding female, she might be building follicles. Or if she's always on the hot spot, she might be gravid and about to lay eggs. Or if she goes off food and she's a breeder female, she might be about to lay eggs. She might have really big follicles, or she might already be gravid and have some eggs on the way. And not just this, you guys, we got to observe other things for just the health of our animals. Are they having problems with their scales? Are they having problems breathing? Are they having any other sort of shedding issues or anything like that? We have to continually watch these animals. Are they shedding whole? Are they eating correctly? How do they eat? What do they eat? And, what do they do after they eat? How long does it take them to digest? How long does it take them to recover from actually eating and stuff like that? Is this animal comfortable being handled? Is this animal cage defensive? All of these are important factors when we're dealing with our animals, you guys. And you have to observe your animal to see all of these things. If you really observe your animal, you will know it better than if you read care guides all day. Okay? Observing these animals is one of the most important things that we can do as reptile keepers, you guys. All right, you guys, for this next part, I got this feisty little jungle carpet python with me, and he's actually calming down, and he's small enough right now to where his bites actually don't break skin. So anyone who wants a fun snake to try and chill out, this is going to be your guy. He's super beautiful, and he actually has Palmerston locality blood on his father's side, which is giving him these amazing colors and pattern. This guy is an absolute stunner. Check him out. He's definitely checking you out. This guy is actually super fun and engaging, and like I said, you guys, he's actually not too bad. If you leave him sit for too long, he gets kind of scared and paranoid. But if you kind of calm him down, he'll stretch right out and calm down as well. So he's young, he's still learning, but he's crushing small mice right now. So I'm going to make this guy available soon on Morph Market. But I'm going to give you guys one last shot if you want to get this guy first. He is actually available, so you can go ahead and put him on hold. And I'm getting to the point where I'm going to be ready to ship him here pretty soon in the next couple weeks. So you could get this guy pretty quick. And he is absolutely a beautiful animal. Speaking of beautiful animals, you guys, we're going to go ahead to number 2. And number 2 is just loving your animals, okay? You have to love these animals in order to keep them. You have to be passionate about these animals. You have to love them. And as EJ from Hurricanes Herp said, you have to love these animals more than your ego. And that goes back to keeping an open mind as well. But just loving these animals. Love conquers all. And if you love these animals and you love watching them do pull-ups on your fingers and a lot of other cool stuff that these animals do, if you just love these reptiles, then you will definitely be a great keeper and you will take all the other steps that are needed. So loving these animals is super important. And I see why it got to number 2. And I could see it maybe even being number 1. So it's definitely a super important one. But I think that number 2 is definitely fine. And it's a fitting spot. Loving your animals is one of the most important things that you guys can do as a reptile keeper. I think that number 2 and number 1 kind of tie together. And that's why I'm fine with the order that things fell in. I think loving your animals is super important. But we're going to go ahead and go to number 1. And that is always continue learning. And I think if you love your animals enough, you're definitely going to continue learning about them. But learning may be the most important thing that you guys can do as a reptile keeper. And that is why it made it to number 1 on our list, because you guys clearly think that it is the most important thing you can do as a reptile keeper. You always have to continue learning about these guys. Learn about the habitat that they came from in the wild. Learn about that individual animal by observing. Learning kind of ties all these things together, keeping an open mind, being transparent, and being willing to learn. You have to learn how to successfully keep these animals and how to be the best reptile keeper you can. And if you're watching this video, you're already doing a great job. You guys are well on your way to learning how to be the best reptile keeper you can because you were open-minded enough to come watch this video. Learn what makes each animal tick. Learn that this guy is so jumpy that he just scared himself by touching his face on his own tail. But learn that he's open-minded enough and he is a chill enough animal at heart to start chilling out and really tolerating some handling if you really work with him, okay? Learn about your different species, learn about the care of that species, and really learn about your animals through observation. Learning ties all of these things together, and if you love the animal enough, then you will be willing to continue to learn. Keep an open mind. You may have kept animals for years, but information changes, so never stop learning. Always be a student of the serpent. That was a wonderful comment. And you guys will never have a problem. So thank you to everybody that participated in this video. We're going to go ahead and link all of you guys below in the description. Shout outs to all of you guys. You guys are amazing. And speaking of amazing communities, go ahead and sign up for our Patreon. It's the best way that you can support us, and you can actually be a member for free. You can be a member for free, and the lowest paid membership also starts at $5. But like I said, you can be a member for free. The best way to support us is to go on our Patreon and sign up. Even if it is as a free member, it counts towards our membership numbers. So it really helps us if you go and sign up for our Patreon. That link is in the description, you guys. Anyone wants this guy, let me know before this guy ends up on Morph Market. I'm sure whoever gets him regardless will be super happy with this guy. I can see him being tamed out by the time he's 1 or 2 years old. And he's pretty good right now. As you guys see, I've been doing subtle things to work with him throughout the whole video. And you can see, even from the time I just took him out to right now, his whole demeanor has changed. So he's actually a really cool snake. He is absolutely beautiful. His pattern is chaotic and stunning. And if anyone wants this guy, just let me know. Send me a message on Instagram or something like that. Find a way to get in contact with me really through any way that you can contact me. And you guys could get a hold of this guy right here. And keep spreading the love of reptiles. Keep on learning, you guys. Thank you for watching this video. You are on your way to becoming wonderful reptile keepers. And you guys have a wonderful day.